Field here in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones, and able to get this out to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mond. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Ojemudia. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing deep for Galladay. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an event.
This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Mond. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Logan Wilson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. They'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Herbert now. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college. and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And Malik Reed there to bring him down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can just...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mon going to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mon now off of play action. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They go play action here. Mon. He's got this one completed to Mims.
Complete to Denzel Mims. 12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down and 1.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Mon looks to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Mon looks to throw on 1st down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Jared Davis. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Second and 5 now. Mond drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Escaping the pressure right. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Escapes the defender. 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. And, oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Second and 10, Mond. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Forced out to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Herbert's throw caught by Tony. Touchdown, L.A. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mond. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air this one out from Mims. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Dillon a first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Let's go!
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Play action. It's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Big stop, let's go. Hey, bro, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Green Jets.
Another try after the first down sack. Mond. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mond. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Ty Summers in there to bury him for a loss of 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mond. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
Touchdown, L.A. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully,
he's got a man complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Mond out of the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know, their throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 7, Mond. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
2nd down and goal. Mond. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he's forced out right. That is caught inside the 5. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second down and 8. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Check back 39. Check back 39. Hey, check back 39.
On 1st down, here's Mond. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Shoves him aside. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Mond. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Mond. Touchdown, Seahawks. Denzel Mims. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. J.K. Dobbins. 75 yards. And the Rams might be headed to the win column for the first time in 2021 as they add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
and the Rams have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now he'll escape to his right. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kadarius Toney.
26 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Butker's kick here is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second down, here's Mond again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the win.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?